Welcome everyone. Today we will revise new topic which is suspension. First of all, its definition. So suspension is the heterogeneous mixture in which the solute particles do not dissolve but remain suspended throughout the bulk of the medium. So in the definition of suspension, the most important point is that it is a heterogeneous mixture, which means that it is not having uniform composition throughout. The other important thing is that in case of suspension, what happens, solute particles or solid particles, they are not getting dissolved like we discussed that in case of solution. What happens in solution? In solution, solute particles, they are getting dissolved in solvent, but in case of suspension, these solid particles or solid particles, they are not getting dissolved, but they remain suspended throughout the bulk of the medium. For example, if you are mixing sand in water, then you can easily observe that these particles of sand, they are not getting dissolved, but they remain suspended throughout the water. So this shows that in case of suspension, solid particles are not getting dissolved. And in case of suspension, the other thing is that these solid particles or solid particles, their size are so large that we can easily observe them through our naked eyes. Some of the other examples are chalk powder in water and milk of magnesia. Now milk of magnesia, it is a mixture of magnesium hydroxide in water. So when you are mixing magnesium hydroxide in water, then that mixture is also a suspension. The other important point is properties of suspension. So first property is a suspension is a heterogeneous mixture, which is a very important point. Second one is size of solid particles is large, greater than 100 nanometer. Like we already discussed in case of solution, the relation between nanometer and meter, that 1 nanometer is equals to 10 to the power 9 meter. And in case of solution, we also discussed that the particles of solution, they are very small, very tiny, and the size of the particles of solution is less than 1 nanometer. But you can see that in case of suspension, the size of these particles are more than 100 nanometer. So that is why we are easily able to observe them through our naked eye. Third point is the solid particles are visible to the naked eye. Fourth point, the solid particles of suspension separate on standing, that is, a suspension is unstable. So if you are mixing, again we are discussing the same example, like if you are mixing chalk powder or sand in water, and if you are stirring it, then you will find that these solid particles, they are suspended throughout water. But if you will keep them undisturbed for few minutes, then you will find that these solid particles, they will start separating out, they will start to settle down at the base. That means the suspension is unstable mixture. Fifth point is components of a suspension can be separated by filtration as the solute particles do not pass through filter paper. Now if we have to separate the components of suspension, then we can easily separate by the process of filtration, that means by passing suspension through filter paper. So what happens when we pass suspension through filter paper, then solid particles, as their size is so large, it is larger than the size of the holes present in filter paper, it will remain over the filter paper, whereas the other component, which is generally water and any other, that will easily pass through the filter paper. So like that we can easily separate the components of suspension by the process of filtration. Sixth point is the particle of suspension scatter a beam of light passing through and makes its path visible. Now, this point is also very important, and this point is related with Tyndall effect. Now, what happens in case of suspension? If the solid particles, they are suspended throughout the bulk of the medium, in that case, if you are passing beam of light, then you will be able to observe the path of the light. But once suspension separates out, or once suspension breaks down, then in that case, if you are passing beam of light, then there won't be any scattering takes place, and you won't find that the path of light is visible to you. So there is a condition with suspension in case of Tyndall effect. When the solid particles, they are suspended, in that case we will observe it. That means in that case the path of the light will be visible to us. But once the suspension breaks, or suspension or what you can say that or once the suspension separates out, that means the solid particle gets settled down. In that case, if you are passing the beam of light through it, then you won't find the, or for you won't observe the path of the light is visible to us. So this is the properties of suspension, which is very important. I am just giving these as a revision, or you can also write these notes also, because I am providing PDF also and I am also uploading videos, so that if you have to revise and you can just go through the videos, or if you have to write notes, then you can simply open PDF and you can write notes also. But I would suggest that try to write the notes after your pre-midterm exam, because nowadays you have to prepare for your exam. But if you are going through these videos and these notes just once, if you are not writing, still if you are just going through these notes, it is in the PDF form, you can easily go through. It will definitely help you in your pre-midterm exam, in your preparation. So this is for today. Today we completed also the topic of suspension. Next time we will discuss about colloidal solution. Thank you.